Hi everyone, and welcome to Amateur Tournament Round 1, Match 1 between Swagtastic B and Sinster Evil. Unfortunately, they did not want to wait for us and have started the match, and we're going through picks and bans fairly quickly. It looks like Sinster Evil has banned Ramus and Shaco, and Swagtastic B has banned Cassidon and Morgana.
Just a couple things we know is in the pre-match stuff, Swagtastic B said they were a different team name, which we're not sure about, but the email we received said they were Swagtastic B, so we will be referring them on this match as that team name. We apologize to them if they had talked to the tournament organizer and we were just not informed, but we're going to go with the team that we were given. There was also a substitution, but it seemed like the other team didn't have an issue with it, and they started the match, so we don't know if unlisted substitutions are allowed, but we're going to go ahead and just let the match go on, and then the organizer can handle any issues that they find with it, and we'll have the video so they can see what's going on.
Yep, we are streaming, and we will be putting these up on YouTube as well, so if there are any issues, it will be addressed then. We're just here to cast the match. So, for the last bans, we do have Shen and Sion.
I'd have to say all the bans are pretty standard. They're all really strong. Shen just got a buff. Shaco, Ramus, Cassidon, and Morgana are all extremely strong champions. And Sion, no matter what, if he's played AD or AP, can be both really strong.
Absolutely. While we can see the names, we will go down the list of who's playing on who. For Sinster Evil, we have Kazantir, X-Dactyl, Mandalore Exile, Destroyer 900, and Vendettas. There we go. Hard to see.
And then for Swagtastic B, we have Nod32. I'm Kevin, WTHRU, which is either who the hell are you or what the hell are you? Not sure. Shadow Mask, which was the unlisted sub. Rabbit Foot 92, and I think it's Kurill.
It's either Kurel or Curry JL.
Yeah. We don't know anything about these teams, like what they play or that, but it is a best of 3, so we will be able to check out what they have and have a bit more information on what they could possibly be doing in the next matches for their strategies.
Yeah, we do have a Caitlyn chosen for Sinster Evil, and for Swagtastic B, they have chosen Singed and Graves.
Singed possibly going to be their top lane. He can do pretty decent solo. We'll have to see who he goes against, though. He does have a couple distancing issues in the beginning before he starts to get tanky. Graves is pretty strong. Caitlyn's also pretty strong. I'd have to say Graves is probably a little bit stronger just because Caitlyn's ultimate can be stopped, but Caitlyn's auto attacks are a bit stronger than Graves, at least early on, especially with her passive. Then we also have Maokai and a Wukong. Maokai, really strong jungle, really great ganker, has a lot of mobility. Wukong, an excellent top, and against the Singed, he shouldn't have too much of a problem, at least in the early game. Then we have a Brand and a Soraka. Brand is a good middle. We'll have to see what is chosen for a counter pick against Brand, and then Soraka and Graves as a bottom is a pretty good bottom. She can give him mana. Graves isn't too super mana dependent, but he can eventually run out, especially if he uses his Q to farm out pretty well. And her silence is great for zoning, and they just reduced the mana cost on a Q last patch, so she can use your Q for zoning also.
Looks like we might see a Cassiopeia to answer to Brand and a Sona to answer to Soraka from Team Sinster Evil.
Yeah, not too surprising on the Sona part. Sona Caitlyn is really good. Not to mention just Sona in general is pretty good. I'm actually a little surprised. I'd say that maybe Taric would be a slightly better mesh with a Caitlyn, but Sona is good all around, and her ultimate's a really good initiator. And on a whole team scale, that means they have 4 really great initiators and 1 person that has an ultimate that can help to chase. And Cassiopeia, again, super strong middle. Will have a pretty easy time against Brand unless she gets a little too careless and he gets his Pillar of Flame off on her too easily.
And for the final pick for Swagtastic B, we have Lee Sin.
Okay, so it looks like their Singed is going to be their jungle. I haven't seen a jungle singed in a long time. So
They might mix it up right here. We'll
yeah,
see
that's
if
possible.
they.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so they're flipping the Lee Sin. So Singe is going to be top. Lee Sin jungle versus Maokai jungle. Lee Sin has a bit more maneuverability, and he's a lot better at counter ganking and counter jungling, while Maokai tends to generally stick to just farming his side out and ganking the lanes. So we'll have to see how that Lee Sin plays. Lee Sin can be played defensive also and just go for ganks too. So it'll be interesting to see how that Lee Sin's going to affect the match. Um, about summoner spells, if we go with bottom lane, we have a flash and exhaust on the Sona, and then a clairvoyance and a flash on the Soraka. So we have enough control for Sona with that exhaust, which would be really nice to put on the Graves or put on that Lee Sin when he comes out to gank. And ultimate will really help with that too. So they could almost guarantee a kill with those two things combined. And her AD has a heal, and the heal is on her, so the AD would be getting the full effect of the heal, and she'll get a little bit of it too. So that's pretty nice. And all of them have flash, so they're all able to stop ganks and stop bad positioning. And Graves has exhaust, so when he uses his E to initiate, he can exhaust right away, or he can exhaust defensively if he needs to.
Looks like we also have an exhaust and a smite for Lee Sin. I know Lee Sin is a very mobile champion, so that exhaust isn't too much of a surprise.
Yeah, there's also an exhaust on top too. So just that team in general has a lot of exhaust. So they're going to be really strong in the early game when they're ganking and stuff, because that means no matter what, if Lee Sin is ganking, you have a guaranteed 2 exhausts except for on middle. And middle is the only one where I think 1 exhaust is only that's going to be necessary, since you only have 1 target to take out. But on the other side, they have a couple more ignites. So the chance of them pelting someone down and then getting that ignite kill at the very end could happen a bit more. And it can also stop some of the healing from Soraka. But unfortunately, Soraka has 2 heals, her ultimate and her just single target heal, so she can heal through ignite pretty easily.
Yeah, and Caitlyn does have that heal, while Soraka does have her ultimate. That extra heal might be come in handy for Team Sinster Evil.
Yeah, not to mention on that top lane, Singed has, since he picked exhaust against the Wukong, that's going to be really great. Wukong is kind of bursty though, so if Wukong just goes in, hits his abilities, he gets exhausted, and then he disappears away, uses his clone, then the exhaust would be wasted, except for the slow, but he could flash after that. So I think if Wukong handles the exhaust right and knows not to do a full initiation with auto attacks until after that exhaust has gone off, he'll do fine.
Yeah, and neither top has picked teleport, so we will be seeing 4v4 on Dragon if that's going to be contested.
Yeah, for the most part. We're not sure about their timings, how well they do jungle timings, dragons, wards, any of that. So we'll have a bit more information about that during match 2 to see who was paying attention to that and who wasn't. But for now, we're just going to have to see exactly what caliber both teams are at. I do know there's a 1,500 cap on the tournament, though. So we don't, as far as we know, I don't know if they actually have any other restrictions on the accounts, though. So Smurf-wise, I'm not sure if we'd have any issues in the tournament, leading on later. Because to get to just a 1,500 elo, you don't have to play that many ranked games if you happen to be a pro on a Smurf account. That's why, at least in the Rise Up tournament, they had a minimum number of matches required on the account. But I believe all of these accounts look to be at least 500-600 plus matches. Yeah. So I'm not saying it'll be pertinent to this specific match, but maybe some matches later on that could be an issue.
As far as skins go, we have a skin for Cassiopeia, Wukong, and Caitlyn. So these are champions that these particular players are comfortable enough with to spend real money and buy skins for them. And for Swagtastic B, we have only a brand skin.
Yeah, I think the Caitlyn skin's pretty cool. That Wukong skin looks really mean, though.
Yeah, I like that brand skin. It's kind of like Ghost Rider or something like that.
Yeah, right. And Cassiopeia's skin, that's pretty cool because it's like, it fits her, but it's also very different compared to what she actually is. So I like it more than I would have to say like the Western skin. That one looks. The hat just looks a little weird for me.
Alright, so while we wait for them to load, I think we're only waiting on Lee Sin right now, who's currently at 93%.
Yep.
So the game should be starting very soon.
You'll have to see how they're going to go with level 1. See, the strange thing is that Cassiopeia's level 1 Q is really strong, but at the same time, Brand and his pillar and Soraka with her Q, if she took that first, they normally don't, but if she did, that could make their level 1 also extremely dangerous, especially with Graves also. Caitlyn could take her Q also and do a little bit of AoE damage, but some of them like to start off with Trap, so I have to see which one they go for. Sona normally starts off with Q, and Molokai, Jungle Molokai, I'm not sure what he starts off with because I haven't actually personally jungled with Molokai yet, even though I know he's very valuable for it. So
I think he starts with a sapling.
I'm not sure. I don't. Well, normally, like in laning, he will because it's harassment, but I
Yeah.
don't believe he starts with sapling when he's doing his jungle.
I don't remember. I only played Maokai Jungle a couple times. I usually top with him.
Let's see what he went.
Looks like he went with the... No, that's not him.
Yeah, you're on the wrong team.
Oh, that's weird. It went backwards. Blue should be...
Okay,
on
so
my
he
numbers.
went with his third.
Sapling.
Okay, so he does go
to
sapling.
Summoner's Rift.
Okay. Okay, so we got some positioning for blue and some positioning for blue. So it looks like we're gonna have a pretty defensive level 1.
We do have some pings into the bush here, so we'll see if the rest of the team follows. Well, we see an invade.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
They could be waiting for Soraka because Soraka just came down.
It looks like they might be trying to give Lee Sin the red.
And there's a trap in both bushes, and they did CV, but that was Soraka because Sinster Evil does not have a clairvoyance.
Yeah, that is going to help.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, so
Swagtastic.
if they wait until if they go up, they'll be okay.
And it looks like that might be what they're doing. They might be trying to grab wraiths. Caitlyn and Sona are coming down.
Trap got caught, so they know that they're there. So Caitlyn and Sona are going to have to take the long way, and they can still is. But unfortunately, that's also going to force them to back up. I think they still could have gone for it, but since they knew that the rest of the team could come down and fight them in the jungle while they're sitting on red, that could have been a bad thing. So that's a really great trap by Kate, and that's why a lot of Kates like to take trap to start.
Looks like we'll be starting with blue, giving Lee Sin increased cooldown.
Now, I understand why he's starting blue because they took race and they were going to start red, but unfortunately this is going to slow his jungle down a little bit compared to Molokai because blue is not as beneficial as it is for Molokai when it comes to Lee Sin.
Yeah, he only gains the cooldown benefit, not the increased mana production, because he uses energy and not mana. But they did slow down Maokai's jungle just a little bit because it took a little bit longer for Race to pop, and he was able to get that experience. But Race has already come up. They're on a 50-second cooldown, I believe. Yes, because wolves and golems are 1 minute, so Race are 50 seconds. Looks like we're about even for mid and top and bottom. See some pushing. Swagtastic B pushing in. Okay, golems. Lee Sin not going for the red, going for golems first.
He may be waiting to take his red either. He's going to go back and then take his red and then gank, or he's just looking to keep his red last so he has the least amount of time that it's burning down when he's not so much using it. Unfortunately, that does make his jungle clear a little slower because he's not getting that damage over time effect from the red. So
Looks like, yep, Maokai will be making it to red beforehand.
yeah,
But Lee Sin is right there with him. So while Maokai is slightly ahead, it isn't really all that much.
not to mention here, like Lee Sin already did leech some experience and some money from that race steal. So I'd have to say they're probably even.
Yeah, Maokai is up in Race yet again. Lee Sin just going down to Race now.
Oh, he's level 4 though, so after these raids he could start before Maokai does. It looks like Maokai has to go to Wolves before he gets into a good position to gank. Or maybe he just looked and saw that there were no good ganks since his bottom lane is pretty hard pushed. His middle lane is about even, and his top lane now is starting to get pushed against, so he could go for that.
Looks like we do have some pings from Swagtastic B into the river. Lee Sin coming down, probably going to set up a gank here. Or might try
Unfortunately,
to
there's a ward, so they're going to see it, and then they'll hopefully back up if they notice that he's there.
But Lee Sin is going up into the jungle, dodging the ward.
This could be really good. I'm not sure if he saw the ward or if he's just checking the jungle, but since he's coming down in their tri-bush and they don't have that vision, as long as he doesn't go down the river path, he'll be fine.
Yep, they do not know he's there currently.
And they're really pushed, so he could come straight down. And just not, if he doesn't follow along the bush and get Caitlyn's trap, okay. He is cutting the least amount of distance.
Yep, they do see him, but they might be able to catch Sona. Sona flashes.
And
That's the damage going
unfortunately,
down,
his Q's down already, so.
Not going to be seeing much action. Kate's still pushing.
Looks like we got a possible gank on middle.
Yeah, looks like Maokai's running around into the jungle.
Cast out tons.
Ooh, first blood goes to Cassiopeia. The death of Brand. We got a lot of pushing. Wukong doing tons of damage to Singe. Will he go down? That ignite just went off. He flashes. Wukong chasing after him. Flashes. Dead. Singe is down. That's 2 for Sinster Evil. 0 deaths for, or 0 kills for Swagtastic B.
On CS-wise, middle we have Cassiopeia at 25. Brand's at 20, so Cass is winning that one, not to mention she also got a kill. So when she gets back in the lane, she'll have a little bit of free farm before Brand gets there. Item-wise, she went with boots, and then she's going with a small AP tome. So she may be building into a Woda first. And Brand went with a ring and got some wards to help stop some ganking. On top lane, Wukong's at 29, while Singe is at 15. Singe's farm in the early part is pretty slow until he starts getting a few items to increase his AP damage from his poison, so that should eventually even out unless Wukong continues to own that lane and get kills. And on bottom lane, we have Caitlyn at 45, and Graves at 29, so he's not doing so great at last hitting off of that turret, which is unfortunate. That's really going to slow down his
Oh, we do have a gank coming in. Maokai drumming in with Cassiopeia, taking out Brand. That's another kill for Sinster Evil, who is warding very aggressively. They have wards by Swagtastic's Blue and Wraiths, whereas Swagtastic only has a ward up here, and I think they're one in bottom. Yes, it did burn out.
They're, I believe they did ward the very bottom of that bush, though, where Caitlyn and Sona are sitting. No, okay, that was Caitlyn and Sona's ward.
Yeah, so we have a lot of aggressive warding by Sinster Evil into the jungle of Swagtastic B, and very little warding from Swagtastic B. We have Brand coming in. Gonna meet Cassiopeia. Lee Sin jumping in. Will they meet? No.
Cass knows he's there because of the ward.
Yep.
So she can already start her barrage of spells before he would get there, but he backed up, so that's all set.
Looks like we might have another gank setup. Lee Sin running up. Is he going to go for Cassiopeia? No, he's going to go down, probably grab Sona, who's just been targeted.
Unfortunately, his team is too far, so he'll probably be killing her, but he'll most likely die from Caitlyn. Okay, so he killed her away. That was really good.
Oh, they're chasing her into her jungle. Tons of damage going down. They are going to take down Sona. Sona goes down. Probably see the Maokai's there to answer. Doing a lot of damage to Lee Sin. We do have the heal, but Lee Sin is going to go down. Ooh, nice ultimate. Wow, stopped by Soraka.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I don't like about Caitlyn is her ultimate can be so clutch, but can be stopped so easily, and it's annoying when you know that it can be stopped with so little effort.
Wow, very close to death. Lee Sin gets out of there.
Yeah, it was a great job by Lee Sin, especially separating them so he could finish off the Sona kill.
It looks like Sinster Evil is 2,000 gold ahead right now, which isn't a large amount, but enough to start showing some differences, and especially in item composition.
Yeah, and since they have some pretty good presence and great warding, they could probably start doing dragons pretty soon. We'll have to see if they decide to pick that up.
We do have more wards going down for Swagtastic B along the river. Not so much into Sinster Evil's jungle like we did see for Sinster Evil, but enough to try and ward off any ganks from Maokai.
Yeah, what's really good is Maokai, since he's jungling, doesn't really require blue all the time. He doesn't require it at all, so we should see a lot of blues being given the middle, so they can continue to farm pretty heavily.
Yeah, blue. It has been given to Cassiopeia. I don't see one for Brand just yet. It looks like Lee Sin did take that. It looks like he might be setting up for Wukong.
Yeah,
But he was pinged by Sinster Evil, so they know he's there.
I would say I wasn't sure if he was out of that ward's vision.
I believe he was, but I think he popped right back in here.
This is actually really great by Wukong because he's sitting in a position where it shows that he's out, and it doesn't, like, Lee Sin won't know if he actually knows if he's there, and it's just making Lee Sin waste more time by sitting there, and he didn't go too far back to where Lee Sin just started to go to a different direction.
Looks like we have some pushing back from Graves and Soraka, pushing Caitlyn and Sona back to their tower, but not enough for the tower to pick up any kills, which will be good for Caitlyn to grab some CS.
Yeah, let's see. Graves went and grabbed another Doran's Blade and some boots. Caitlyn's already picked up a Vamp Scepter though, and a dagger, so her attack speed's up a little bit higher, and also has 2 Doran's Blades and some boots. So,
Ooh, nice sap from the Maokai, shows off where Lee Sin is. Giving Cassiopeia the heads up that she's...
yeah, so unfortunately, like, Lee Sin has some good mobility, but Maokai has a root, so in a 2v2 situation, I would give it to Cassiopeia and Maokai.
Yeah, plus she has, she does have some kills under her belt, so she's going to be a little bit more powerful than Brand anyway. So.
And item-wise, she's still... okay, their items are the same, so they haven't gone back yet, but she's at 64, and he's at 45 CS, so... she's winning kills, CS, everything. And she's playing relatively safely too, which is pretty good. And then
we do have Lee Sin hanging out here, but the more time he spends here, the less experience he's going to get, and the more behind he's going to get from Maokai,
he's draining
who's
out
continuing to hang out in the jungle. Alright, here comes Lee Sin, coming down. Is he going to go after golems? No, it looks like he might be trying to come in for the gank. But Caitlyn and Sona are starting to back off as Graves and Soraka push. Maokai coming in, gonna see Lee Sin. Are we gonna have an engagement here? No, he's gonna throw back his sapling, pushing Lee Sin back, and he's not gonna be able to get the gank, losing out on more experience and more gold.
Yeah, unfortunately there wasn't a ward in the river, in the position that he was in. It's a bit farther up. So he could have started a gank, but then it could have actually just turned into something really bad when Maokai showed up.
Maokai coming up in the middle. Is he gonna try? Nope, he's gonna go back for his wraiths. Lee Sin just dancing around the jungle. I think he might be waiting for blue.
We got some fighting up on top.
Yeah, we do have some fighting. Looks like Wukong is chasing Sinch back to his tower. Being flipped. Yeah. That Sinch flip is really awesome. I've actually gotten a lot of kills by just flipping my enemy into the turret, being close enough to death to where they think they can kill me, and running around the turret and letting the turret do most of the damage for me. Plus, his poison gas really helps out as well. Looks like we have Summon Bait from Maokai, so trying to steal that blue.
Unfortunately, he wasted his sapling to hit Brand, so he wasn't going to be able to steal her.
Yeah, it looks like the blue does go to Brand.
Which Maokai should probably be giving his blue to Cassiopeia in a second here, so...
yeah, it looks like she's kind of backing off to grab that, but she doesn't want to back off too soon, giving Lee Sin and Brand the opportunity to come in and steal that from her. Good timing, and she grabs the blue. Looks like Wukong's going to push back. They're about middle for bottom. Ooh, Soraka gets a kill. Not Soraka, Soraka gets killed by Sona. It is now a 4-1 game. Team Sinster's Evil ahead of Swagtastic B. They're now 3,000, almost 4,000 ahead now. We do have a gank coming in. Is he going to get Rabuka? We do see that exhaust. And he gets the kill, giving Swagtastic B their second kill, helping him catch up to Maokai. But we do see that they are going to Dragon. Sona has Oracle. She's taking out that ward. No one's really here to pick it up. Looks like Graves is just staying in bottom. Finally coming up, but it might be too late.
You could, like, they could go for a steal, but they would die because there's not enough people there.
Yeah, they're not contesting it.
Oh.
Free Dragon goes to Sinster's Evil.
Not trapped. I'm trying to think what the ability is. By Caitlyn, she was trying to use her Gola or whatever it is to go over the wall. It didn't hurt.
Yeah, sometimes that can be really finicky. I've tried to flash over walls a few times, and maybe it's just because I'm a noob, but sometimes you flash right into the wall. You don't get to flash over it.
Well, it also a lot of people take a lot of time and just like they'll test different parts of walls to figure out exactly what angle you have to be at to hit what wall. And there's a lot of stuff that looks like you could potentially flash over it, and then you try to do it. And it just doesn't work. So that'll just come with more practice.
Yeah, definitely. So there's been a few times where I've tried to with Sejuani jump over the wall or flash, and I just wasn't able to do it. It's probably the angle that I was coming at. Let's see here. Looks like Swagtastic B is pushed back on their bottom turret, but we do have Lee Sin coming in. Not really anyone to gank right now. Sona hanging out in her bushes. Let me get some CS for Lee Sin. He's a little bit behind of Maokai.
We got Cassiopeia coming down on bottom now.
Yeah, looks like she's coming down. They do know that Lee Sin's here. She might be coming in to try and gank. Now that Lee Sin's backing off, this would be a good opportunity to come in. They're going to push Sona. Flashing. Ooh, ultimate.
Oh,
Another
very good ultimate. Okay.
Ooh, Sona's taking a lot of damage, but so is Soraka. Soraka's going to go down. Graves chasing after Sona. Flash from Sona. Will he get the kill? No, he's going to back off, but it's too late. And he goes down from Cassiopeia.
Did they use Caitlyn's ult? Yeah, it did. Or no, okay. It gave her the short cooldown. But she didn't hold it long enough for it to use up the entire cooldown. That's nice. Yeah, it was really good. Unfortunately, Sona's picked up, isn't that her second kill that she's taken? It will help her a little bit in getting her items faster than the other support, but unfortunately it's also an AP and an AD carry that are missing out on kills.
We do have a 5k lead now from Sinster's Evil over Swagtastic B, and their first turret goes down, giving them more gold and a better advantage. Now, Caitlyn and Sona can kind of roam a little bit and push. Push bottom and then roam a little bit, making it a little bit more dangerous for Brand to be hanging out in the middle. Plus we have Maokai roaming all over the place as well.
And not to mention, just on farm alone, they're all above whoever their counter is. We got 110 for Cassiopeia.
Looks like Maokai's coming. He's gonna sap, gets the loot off. Tons of damage going on Singe, but he can take a lot of damage. Flipped up, he's gonna go down. Wukong picks up the kill.
Yeah, that's the danger of Maokai. Like, Lee Sin can go on and jump and do a lot of damage, and he has some control with his ultimate, and he can slow you down. But with Maokai's root and the fact that he can then use his, I think it's like he has an arcane ability or something that throws you back a little bit. He just has better positioning than Sapphire. His ultimate produces damage by large amounts.
We do have Lee Sin chasing down
Great
Wukong.
juke by.
Ooh, nice dodge. Still, a lot of aggressive warding from Sinster's Evil. They do have their blue warded so they can see when Swagtastic B tries to go for that, and they do have kind of in between Wraiths and Red. Just
Yeah, that's a pretty standard one because it tells you when their jungle's coming down into the river and if he's going to decide to go middle or if he's going to decide to go top.
Lots of damage. We do have another gank going on. Lee Sin will go down. Yeah, they're just going to dive the turret. Singe too late coming back. They're going to get out of there. Good job from Sinster's Evil to grab that kill.
Yeah, they're just picking people off that are either overextending or getting out of position. And their warding is excellent for Sinster Evil.
They are now 7K ahead of Swagtastic B. 8 kills to 2. Looks like Caitlyn's coming in. Gonna steal that blue away from Swagtastic B.
And unfortunately, it's not warded either. And, I think Lee Sin's at base. The other people are in lane pushing, so I'm surprised they didn't give it to Cass. Caitlyn doesn't really need blue. She's an auto attacker. But either way, they still stole it, so while they didn't maximize the potential benefit of that buff, they still took it away from the enemy team, so that'll lessen.
Who is now just finding out that it is not there. Lucian must be very disappointed. And it looks like Cassiopeia is coming in to take this blue, so they probably didn't want to give it to Cassiopeia. That's why they gave it to Caitlyn, so she could take this, because Maokai hasn't been using his blue at all. Helping Cassiopeia dominate middle lane.
Yeah, Cass is Brandon is kind of keeping up with her, but it's like a 20 CS difference. But unfortunately, Cass already has her out of ages and it's starting to stack. And it looks like Brand is going. I think it's the beginnings of Morello's Tome from his items. He kind of has a couple different ones.
He's got the Fiendish Codex.
I know the Codex builds into Morello's. I don't know. I didn't think there was a big AP or the medium AP stick. I haven't built them in a while. So.
Yeah, I usually play a lot of tanky characters.
Yeah. Fortunately, Singed also only has his Catalyst, so he hasn't started his Route of Ages. Caitlyn has decided to go with a Wriggles for her lifesteal and a Zeal, so no Infinity Edge yet building on that one.
And it looks like Swagtastic B might... Ooh, nice kill by Brand on Cassiopeia. Sorry we missed that because I was focused on the CV that just went down for Swagtastic B. It looks like they want to push for blue. Or not for blue, for dragon.
It's warded and they don't have an Oracle. So
Caitlyn's coming in, gonna do some damage.
They know Caitlyn shot so early, she could have gotten a steal on that. Now they're just forcing a position.
Tons of damage. Oh, they do grab Dragon. Will they grab Caitlyn?
That was a good ulti by Sona, but now they're too far in position. So.
Flash by Salta.
Maokai with the save.
Yep, Sona's hanging out there. Wow, nice damage. But Brand's chasing after Sona. Will he grab her?
Nice dodge. Let's to see if we go for...
Oh, Caitlyn does pick up Graves. Lee Sin's going to go back to help out, take Maokai. But we are going to see Brand go down, and Soraka's coming right down with her.
Yeah. Very great job by Caitlyn.
Lee Sin is backing off.
Get Lee Sin too.
Caitlyn's coming in. Will it be too late? Oh, nice shot from Caitlyn. Stops the back.
Oh no, she doesn't know he was
wow.
in there.
Wait,
okay,
she does see. Lee Sin trying to fight back, but it was too much. Caitlyn kills Lee Sin. Almost all of Team Swagtastic B is down.
I think the best part about that was she didn't notice the like. I don't know if you hear a damage when that shot hits, but I think she actually was just like, "Oh, I should go pick up red," and then walked into him in the bush because now she just picked up red. So that was either it was she just happened to notice and was like, "Oh wait, I should go in there and get him," or that was just really lucky that she decided to go for that red.
Either way, that put up Sinster Evil ahead in that dragon fight. So even though Swagtastic B got dragon, they lost a lot of people because of it. And we do have the second tower going down on Swagtastic B's side, giving Sinster Evil more gold. They are now 10k ahead almost, 0.2 behind 10k. And we got another tower being pushed. Looks like Grace and Lee Sin and Soraka are down here, but it is a 3v3.
It's a little surprising. Graves went Berserker Greaves, and then Event Interceptor, and then Double Dorms, which isn't that unusual. But then he went with Zeal. I'm a little surprised by that because Graves has his E ability gives him passive attack speed when he charges forward. That's why generally you see a lot of Graves go with damage after their boots. But this one went with attack speed, so that could be some of the issue. He also possibly could not have had enough for the attack damage item, but he could have just gone with the pickaxe instead of going with so.
Looks like we might have a gank being set up. Maokai in Singed Jungle.
Unfortunately, you don't ever want to chase a Singed.
Yeah.
So
I love that gas line.
Yeah, his ultimate makes him move so fast and just do so much more damage.
Wow. 2v1 on Cassiopeia, and she drives them both back. Wow, Kate doing tons of damage now.
Yeah, Caitlyn is at 197 or 196 CS compared to a Grace that's at 113. So she's just widening and widening the CS gap, making it extremely hard for bottom lane to do anything.
That Singe is being very effective, zoning out Wukong and following him, even though he set up his clone.
Yeah, that's
So,
he's
definitely
starting to
an
close
experienced
the CS gap, and he is a bit more tanky. I'm not sure what his third item is that he got though.
Singed?
Yeah,
Let's see.
I can't tell
It
you.
looks like Chain Vest.
So yeah, that's a really good resistance pick to go against the Wukong, since Singe damage is slow.
We do have another blue steel. Who's it going to go to? Looks like it's going to go to Sona. Soraka too
They
late.
just ward right after.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Sona has an Oracle also, so they're just going to clean that up and move on.
Well, we do have Maokai coming back in, pushing out Lisa, Luke, and Singed, helping out Wukong. Still a lot of aggressive warding from Sinster Evil. No wards for Swagtastic B in Sinster Evil's jungle. So this tower
I'd
is
say
going
that
to go
Sinster
down.
Evil could Barons. Well, they could definitely Barons them. They probably have to get at least one clutch kill or something, and then they go ahead and Baron, so that way they don't have to worry about like a really hard steal, or they can engage off of their Baron. But they're the only ones that have it warded, and they're ahead in CS, ahead in kills, and ahead in map control.
And another Turk goes down.
Great
Nice
flash
ult.
out.
Lots of damage going on Soraka, but she does get the heal off. We do have the ultimate. Graves tries to stop it. She does. I actually think a minion took that. She didn't take a lot of
minions
damage.
Can't take it.
Okay.
She healed and then either used her ultimate or used her. Does she have heal as a summonish spell?
No, she does not.
No, she's flash. So yeah, she just used both her heals on herself.
Great job by Soraka keeping herself alive.
She actually probably used her ultimate first and then used her full heal. And Mokai is Shirelia's though, so it's going to be a lot more dangerous for ganks. He's going to assist in the movement.
Tons of damage by Wukong. He pulls off his ultimate, gets the Ignite
great
off.
Ignite.
That's going to take Singe down. He goes down. Wukong picking up that kill.
And then he can continue to push the gap on top for CS. He's picked up a mallet, so it's going to help slow that top down, so he doesn't have to worry as much about chasing the Singed. And he also picked up a Sheen, so every time he activates his W, or actually I think all three of his abilities and his ultimate activate the Sheen, so he's going to get some extra damage on that next auto attack.
Lots of CS for Caitlyn.
Yeah,
She picks up all that
223.
farm.
She's the top CS right now, and she's doing exactly what an AD carry is supposed to do. She's farm.
Yeah, Maokai completely ignoring Soraka, taking out that tower. Not Maokai, Wukong. Maokai backing Wukong up.
Not to mention, since Maokai's also picked up an Oracle, they have complete control over top and bottom ward wise.
Looks like Maokai coming in to grab Swagtastic B's golems.
Unfortunately, Cass is there too. They could have
Wukong
they're
jumping in.
in a close area. It's gonna be pretty dangerous. Cass is all.
Yeah. Sinster Evil is being surrounded. Tons of damage are going down. Cassiopeia goes down. Looks like Wukong is ulting and flashing out of there. And it looks like Maokai is about to escape as well.
Unfortunately,
Wow.
the angling there was just bad. Like, Cass ulted and she did get people, but then she got dropped immediately by that Lee Sin. Well, I don't know if he got the kill, but he was focusing her at least.
Yeah, it was definitely in favor of Stochastic being in that fight. But they only did pick up one kill, and they could have gotten another one. So, while it was bad news for Sinster Evil, they did minimize the damage by only taking one death.
Yeah, she only picked up a Phantom Dancer, so her critical is probably pretty high right now. She also picked up a Last Wish, and that's going to help with some armor pen. Unfortunately, I think the only person that has armor on them currently is Singe, and he built the small cloth armor, so he may potentially be building a Thorn.
Oh, look at this. We're going to see Graves go back. They're pinging Dragon. They don't see a single ward around here. We have 2 champions with oracles now.
Yeah, Kane's going to be doing tons of damage to them, so they're trying to pick that up.
Look at all going down. They do see the damage they're taking. Sin's just warding it, but they take it out. Lee Sin cannot jump in there.
Well, he can still Q it, but now he has to gauge it based on.
Yeah, he does Q it. He's going to try for the steal.
Yeah, he
But
went
tons of
for it.
damage. Baron does go to Sinster Evil. They get the kill.
Yeah, so now it's a guaranteed 5v4.
Well, it's a 5v3 now. Singe goes down. Bran had gone down earlier. It's 5v2. They're going to push this tower. Probably go for an inhib.
They got a GG by Lee Sin, so either he's expecting a surrender or maybe this could be the final push if they wanted it to. We'll have to see how far they're going to push it. Their advantage is so far ahead of them. I don't see a way that Swagtastic B can come out of this one.
Yet they did take that middle tower. They are going for the inhibitor tower, which is going to go down extremely quickly. Wow, sucking the health away from that. Going for the inhibitor, probably going to go for a turret. Inner turret next. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Oh no, they're going to go for the other inhibitor turret at the bottom. Get 2 inhibitors down. Singe, they do have a full team now.
Where's Kate? Oh, Kate went fast.
Yeah, so
She's going to stop bottom so they don't get any turrets.
bottom taking hardly any damage.
And they backed up, so it looks like they're just going to continue their farm and push their advantage even more. They could be prepping for a dragon, but honestly, it's not really needed. They could have finished it right there if they wanted to. Hopefully, this won't come and cause a problem later for them. Because, well, the only other issue is that
Wow, tons of damage by Wukong, taking out Soraka, launching up Singed. Bran, oh, nice ult from Sona. Ooh, right. Yeah, he flashed out of there. They're chasing down Lee Sin. He's going to go down. Oh, we do have an ult from... Wow, nice ult from Caitlyn. Takes out Graves. He was way back here.
I think it was a minion that gave her that vision. That was like a full distance ultimate.
Yeah, that was awesome. Looks like we're going to come in here, take out this turret. Oh, no. Looks like they want to take blue first.
Okay,
Oh, we do have to surrender.
So, great game.
Since they're evil.
Sinster Evil did an awesome job. They had really great ganks. That Maokai did a ton of work for them. Had great CS the entire time. Swagtastic B, they gave it their best shot. They did have some decent moments in there, and that Lee Sin did pick up a couple cool ones. So it was a pretty interesting match. We will see Sinster Evil moving on to the next round, and we will see Swagtastic B dropping down to the losers bracket because it is a double elimination tournament. So I have to see who they're going to face.
I believe this is...
Oh wait,
Yep,
I
this is
forgot
the best
this.
of 3.
Yeah, wow, I forgot best of 3. Too many different tournaments that I'm casting. Sorry.
We are going to wait for them, but we are going to shut down really briefly. That way we can have separate videos for YouTube. It's not the best way to do it, but it's the only way we got. So we'll be back up in no more than 5 minutes. They're setting up now. Swagtastic B does get first picks and bans for this match.
Yep.
So stay tuned. We'll be right back.